How many characters can I meet across Walt Disney World in just one day? Let's find out. Hello, Mam Fam. It's been a minute since we've done a big challenge, and I think today's is gonna be really fun. I am headed across Walt Disney World to see how many characters I can meet. It is definitely a numbers game, so I have written things down. I have made a spreadsheet, I have scouted, and I'm sure something will go wrong, but we're gonna have a lot of fun along the way. There's some newer characters that I haven't had the chance to meet yet, plus some old classics. We'll do some character dining reviews too. Gonna share some tips and tricks. I think it's gonna be so much fun. Let's get in there. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. Let's go. I am rope dropping this morning here at EPCOT. May surprise a few people. I think most people think Magic Kingdom when it comes to characters, and they're absolutely right. These two parks actually have the same amount of characters according to the app, and characters often have very limited times. They're usually from like 10 a.m. to 3 or 4 p.m., especially here at EPCOT. So I'm here at EPCOT to get as many as I can before I hop over to another park, and I'm actually currently stacking lightning lanes for some of the character experiences at Magic Kingdom since they have the most lightning lane characters. We'll see how this all works out. Most people headed into World Showcase. My assumption is most people are headed to Frozen Ever After, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, or Test Track. I'm headed this way though, to Imagination, which may be a terrible idea. I have an early breakfast reservation in the land, but I'm gonna see if I can squeeze in one character before. Let's see what the line looks like if you rope drop meeting Figment. Okay, I feel like this was actually a really good plan because Figment, from Journey into Imagination with Figment, the character, has returned as a meet and greet just a few months ago. I actually have not had the chance to meet him yet because his line is usually hours and hours long. In fact, on the original debut day, I believe it was up to 8 hours, which is a lot of hours to meet a character. That's a whole day. That's your whole day meeting Figment. If that was you and you waited 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to meet Figment, I am proud of you. That's quite a feat. Love that for you. Was not me though. Oh my gosh, look at this cute snowman, the Pixar snowman on the DVC holiday stuff. Okay, now's not the time to get distracted, but I am headed now with just a small group of people into the exit of Imagination because this is where the Figment meet and greet is, and it looks like it's gonna be a very short line. Ooh, I'm so excited. You're much taller than I imagined. Yeah, I used my imagination and I was wrong. It's nice to meet you. It's been a minute since you've been here. Yeah. Now, I didn't have the chance to grab one before, but luckily Figment doesn't sign. He gives out a cute autograph card, but I'm gonna snag an autograph book before I go to my next meal. I know that people like the ones with pictures, which are the bigger ones, but I just love the classic. This reminds me of the one I had as a kid. I'm gonna get a pen to stick in there, and I'm gonna really make a day of it. I'm not gonna get any of these pens though, because as fun as they are, I know that the characters prefer the clicky ones that are like wider, like the fat clicky ones. They sell them at most gift shops at the exit. And that's because a lot of characters, you know, they have big hands. Mickey's got big gloves, so it's easier for them to hold on to, and the clicky makes it just easier than trying to hang on to a cap. Made it into the Land Pavilion for our second stop. The Land is where you've got Soarin', which is currently soaring over California for the D100. You've got Living with the Land, Sunshine Seasons, and Garden Grill. That's where we're headed next. This is a character dining restaurant, open breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I haven't been here in a while. I'm very excited. It's also very cool because beyond the characters that are here, it slowly rotates and you actually can see down into Living with the Land, which is very fun. Now you may be wondering why I picked Garden Grill over the other mini character dining experiences. Garden Grill has the most unique characters of the classic main characters. Hopefully that makes sense. So typically here it's hosted by Chip 'n Dale, and then Mickey in his adorable farmer overalls and Pluto are here. And the reason I picked this over something like Tusker House or Chef Mickey's is because the other main VIPs, that's what they call it when you have like Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, Daisy, like the other main characters, they're easier to find than Chip 'n Dale and Pluto. Chip 'n Dale definitely at Animal Kingdom in their cute dinosaur outfits. They're often seen out on the lawn in Hollywood Studios. Sometimes they show up in Storybook Circus with Pluto in Magic Kingdom, but they're not as much of a sure thing as your other characters who have like permanent stationary meet and greets around the park. So that's why I picked this one. Also, it's delicious. So I'm very excited. I have not been to breakfast in like literal years, like probably before the pandemic, I think. So I'm very excited right now. Garden Grill is $47 for adults, 30 for kids aged 3 to 9. It's all you care to enjoy, but it's served family style at your table. So they're gonna bring you everything, which I love. You don't have to worry about getting up and down to a buffet, missing a character. They're gonna bring you everything, starting with some monkey bread with a caramel sauce on top, looks delicious. Some fresh watermelon. A lot of the produce at this restaurant comes from the land greenhouse, which is awesome. And then whatever you'd like to drink, non-specialty beverages are included. So soda, water, coffee, tea, juice, all included. Of course, you can upgrade if you want to add something specialty or an alcoholic beverage. Okay, I'm very excited about this monkey bread. It did used to be cinnamon rolls, which I love, but my mom made monkey bread a lot growing up, so. It's cinnamony, and soft, and sweet. It's nice and doughy on the inside, kind of crispy on the outside. Oh, sorry, someone's coming. Hi, Pluto! Look, you're in there. That's all my friends. They should come visit you. Yeah. Do you need some scratches? Would you sign my autograph book, Pluto? There you go. Thank you, Pluto! Can we take a selfie too? Thank you, Pluto! So cute. I haven't had an autograph book for a long time, so I feel like a child. I do like cinnamon rolls more than the monkey bread, but it is quite delicious. Fresh watermelon, how can you do that? Oh. The main course is here, and I apologize if it's really loud. We're by the rainforest, so we have the waterfall going strong. But we've got some Mickey waffles, scrambled eggs, bacon, ranchero steak, and cheesy potatoes. She brought syrup and butter, so I know I'm gonna horrify people when I do this. I just like, you know, it's breakfast. It's Buddy the Elf breakfast. Hi, Chip. How are you? You look adorable as always. Thank you for cooking. Could you sign that for me? Thank you. Thank you, Chip. Can we take a selfie? Hi, Dale. How are you? Good. Did you make all this? Just a little bit of it. You taste tested though, right? Yeah. What's your favorite? Watermelon? I like it too. Would you sign my autograph book, Dale? Thank you. I started putting things on the plate and then I was like, I'm alone. This is the beauty of being alone. I can just eat right out of the skillet. Start with the eggs. They're just eggs, but they're cooked well. Fluffy, buttery. A little bacon. Crispy, smoky. A little salty for my taste. Let's try this steak. This I will cut. Ooh. That's really good. It's cooked like medium, but the ranchero sauce has got a little tiny bit of smokiness, a little bit of heat. It's definitely like a tomato salsa on top. It's got like a Tex-Mex flavor going on. That's delicious. Hi, Mickey, you're so cute in your overalls. Have you been working in the greenhouse? Yeah? Oh my gosh. Getting the plants and oh my God. Well, it was delicious. Everything was fantastic. Will you sign my autograph book? Aw. And cheesy potatoes. Oh my God. That's what's up right there. Those are so cheesy, crispy hash browns, buttery. Those are delicious. Those are some of the best cheesy potatoes I've ever had. Wow. And last but not least, you just can't beat a classic Mickey waffle. So pretty classic breakfast. I think the steak is a nice addition. That's a newer addition. The potatoes bang, the waffles bang, the eggs and bacon are fine, nothing extraordinary, but it's a good classic breakfast that probably everyone will enjoy. Well, that worked out great. I really do love Garden Grill. A little fun fact, when you're rotating and you see the farmhouse scene, the roof that you can see into, the bedroom, that room is modeled after Walt Disney's childhood bedroom on his family farm. So that's a cute little detail to look at. And don't forget, one of my pro tips, always grab a to-go bevy when you're leaving an all-you-care-to-enjoy experience, or you've got an all-you-care-to-enjoy drink. Get yourself a coffee or a water or a juice to go. And now, barely an hour of the park being open, and we've met 5 characters. So we're doing great, and we're headed off to the World Showcase to try and track down a few more. Coming in hot to the UK pavilion, because according to the app, Alice is supposed to be out right now. So hopefully I get there before they close her line. Now, one thing that's interesting about the app, it's very helpful and also not that helpful when it comes to characters, because it only shows the remaining sets for that day. If you want to find the characters in the app, you're going to click the little locator button, second icon from the left at the bottom. It's going to show you the wait times, but change that to characters. Then, show list. It's going to show you every character that's out in Walt Disney World. You can filter it by park if you'd like, but now I can click Alice, and it's going to show me all her remaining sets. Except I know she had a set that started at 10:15, which is 2 minutes ago, because I looked at the app yesterday. So, that's kind of obnoxious that you have to know to look the day before if you want to see the earlier sets, if that makes sense. So that's my first pro tip. Use the app, it's a lot of help. It'll show you where all the characters are and who's here. But if you want to see all the sets they're going to have, you're going to need to look the day before and screenshot it. Otherwise, on the day of, it's going to only show you the sets remaining for that day. And once a set starts, it falls off the schedule. How are you?
Lovely. Thank you. I'm glad you're nice.
Yes.
The flowers are.
Yeah. Oh, were they rude to you this morning?
Well, no, not this morning. Like,
yeah.
Taller today.
Oh, good.
But I'm trying to practice with them not to ask people if they're weeds.
Yes.
But it does help when you're taller.
Okay.
Luckily, they're very nice when you're tall. And they
So they'll be nice to me?
Lovely songs, yes.
Okay, I'm excited about that.
It's really when you're only about 3 inches that they can be a bit ornery sometimes.
Understood. I'll try not to shrink down.
I think they do not mean much by it if they ask if you're weak. So if you do accidentally become smaller, they might ask, but I don't think they mean much by it. They're not used to seeing people the same size as them yet.
Oh.
So we still need a little bit more practice before they're going to be nicer when you're smaller though.
Met Alice, she was lovely. Now, one thing I want to note is that not every character has a photo pass cast member. They do have character attendants though, and the character attendants are more than happy to take your phone or take your camera and take pictures for you. If there is photo pass there, they're happy to take your pictures as well. You can link them up to My Disney Experience with your Magic Band or a card, and then you can purchase those photos individually, or you can do packages of Memory Maker, which allows you to have all the downloads from your entire trip. So based on how many pictures you're gonna be taking, it may be worth it to buy Memory Maker. Memory Maker is $75 for one day. It's $185 for your entire vacation if you purchase it in advance, or it's $210 for your whole vacation if you buy it during or after your vacation. So if you're gonna take a bunch of pictures with characters in front of the park icons, magic shots, the super zoom photos, if those are of interest to you, it's not a bad purchase, especially because one person can buy it and then link up with everyone, and then they can download all the pictures, and then you can do with them what you will. Speaking of though, what am I gonna do with all these pictures from today?
Boy, am I glad you asked.
Where is that coming from?
Don't worry about it. I'm here to tell you about these bees.
Wait, how did you get that picture? I haven't even been to that park yet.
Not important. What is important is how useful and easy to use these aura frames are. You can easily upload high quality photos and videos into your frame so these memories can live on.
Seems pretty cool, but I can only use the pictures myself?
Absolutely not. You can use these frames as a way to share precious memories with your friends and family too by uploading those memories to their frames so you can share with them just how adorable Moana and Elena of Avalor are.
Wow, that is handy. I bet you don't have a discount code though.
You bet you we do. It's in the description down below. Now get back out there. Keep on taking those great photos because you've got the perfect place for those memories to live.
Well, that was weird. Anyway, let's go meet some more characters. Headed to meet our first princess of the day, and I had to make some decisions because on the app, most of the princesses that are in this park all have sets at the same time. So, like, Princess Aurora, Princess Jasmine, Belle, Snow White, and the princess we're gonna go meet all had sets at 10:45. So I had to make a decision. My decision was to go meet the princess I've never met before because she's Disney's newest princess. And we're headed to meet Asha from the movie Wish that comes out later this month. I'm very excited about this movie. It looks so good. It looks like a return to like a classic fairy tale with music, and the music they've released sounds amazing, and her little star's so cute, and her goat is so cute. So I figured I'd go meet Asha. And I have no idea how long her line's gonna be because she's a new character, which is exciting, but no one's seen the movie yet, so do people care about her yet? Generally speaking though, if you show up to a posted meet and greet like 10-15 minutes before the start time, you are pretty good. There are some that are even more popular than that. You'll want to get there earlier, Aladdin and Jasmine over at Magic Kingdom, for example. But generally, if you show up like 15 minutes before the set, you should be pretty good. Hi, Asha! How are you?
I came from Rosa's.
Did you? Was your goat there?
No, Valentino's with me. He's in a tree somewhere around here.
I'm gonna look for him. He is so cute.
Well, the best way to look for him is to hear his bleeding.
Okay.
He does bleed a lot.
Okay.
And he's wearing yellow pajamas. If he's
Oh
not
my
in a
gosh,
tree.
that's so cute. And what about your star?
The wishes? Are you talking about King Magnifico's wishing ceremony?
Yes.
It's coming up. Do you have a wish that you would like to make?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we have to pose and we have to keep it close like this.
Okay. Oh my gosh, she was so beautiful. I'm like almost teary because she was so sweet and special, and I have not even seen the movie yet, which sounds ridiculous because I thought it'd be like, I don't know what to talk to you about because I've only seen the trailer, but I think that movie's gonna be really good. Just the goat's so cute. All right, that actually didn't take very long. There were only a couple families in front of me. So now I'm gonna see if I can sneak in one more before one I know is gonna be popular. I'm headed back into the Imagination Pavilion to see if Joy's line is manageable. Because I've got like 30 minutes till my next princess, and there's nobody else that's got a set right now. So Joy has pretty continuous sets, it said, from 10:30 to 2. So let's see what her line looks like. I'm sure Figment's is really long by now, but maybe Joy's isn't. Let's see, yeah, look at the Figment queue now. If you care about Figment, rope dropping seems like a good way to go. Now, this looks very manageable as well right here for Joy. Yes, perfect. Unfortunately, Joy had to attend to Riley because Riley had a bad dream. She went off set right when I got there, and then the character attendant came back and said she wouldn't be back till 11:30, which, you know, that happens with characters. If you ever hear a character attendant say something like that, don't be that person that's like, what does that mean? Just, okay, you get it. So we're gonna hope Riley feels better and maybe see her later. And I'm gonna go ahead and move towards Journey of Water because I think that this next character is gonna have a long line. All right, if the attraction location didn't give it away, we are headed to meet Moana. Looks like this is the line. It's kind of held back a little bit from where the actual character meet and greet is, so. All right, here's the end. It's actually not as long as I thought it would be. This is actually a better experience than I thought it would be, kind of running behind. Her set on the app starts in 15 minutes. On the sign outside the meet and greet location, it starts in 20. So I'm gonna guess in total I'm here for like 30 minutes. All the princesses that have sets at the same time, which Belle, Aurora, I believe Jasmine had one at this time too, they're all gonna have long lines. You can expect to wait 20 to 30 minutes for the princesses. I recommend getting to their sets 20 minutes early as well, so that once the character gets going, you move quickly, and they usually have to close the line pretty shortly after the set actually starts because so many people are there in advance. But all the princesses are gonna have long lines, like I said, so I'm very excited to meet Moana. How are you, Moana?
I'm doing so well.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Where's Pua?
That's an awesome question. You know, I sailed with Pua and Hey Hey on my journeys this morning. But Hey Hey ate all of our boat snacks at the very beginning of our
That tracks.
adventures. So Hey Hey went on a big journey to find some new boat snacks to try.
Okay.
And I sent Pua with him to make sure he didn't get into too much trouble.
That's a good idea.
But hopefully you can keep an eye out for them.
I will look for them.
Pua was a very careful wayfinder, but I know Hey Hey can be lots of trouble.
Could you sign my autograph
would
book?
be honored to.
Thank you. Sorry, I should have had it open to a page
worries.
for you.
Whoa, look at all
Lots
the
of
adventures.
friends,
Yeah.
yes.
You must be a master wayfinder.
I get around. I do my best.
Well, I hope that the piece of me, of the Master Wayfinder, is able to guide you well on your journey.
Thank you. All right, met Moana. She did start at 11:25, which means the app was right, not the sign outside. And once she got there, it took me like 10-ish minutes to meet her. I was meeting her right around 11:35. And now I'm headed back to World Showcase. Again, had to make some more cuts, but this is a numbers game, friends. My choice came down to Snow White in Germany or Princess Jasmine, both who have an 11:55 set. But I'm going towards Germany because Mulan has a 12:25 set in China, plus Anna and Elsa are continuously meeting in Norway. So it makes more sense to go to this half of the world than to go all the way over to Morocco to then have to come back over this way. Quick jaunt around the world and I've made it to Germany. Snow's not out yet. She should be out in like just a few minutes. And I gotta find where the end of her line is. I found it. One of the longer lines I've been in today. Getting busier, but we got time. I made a wild spreadsheet yesterday. Right, like went through the app. Oh, there she is. I went through the app and I screenshotted everybody early in the morning. And then I made an Excel spreadsheet where I put in every character and what time. And then I did a lot of different calculations to figure out which parks I needed to go to, which order I needed to go to, and which combination of locations would give me the most characters. Hi, Snow White.
How are you
I'm
today?
good. How are you?
Wonderful. You look beautiful.
So do you.
Oh, thank you. Here, come right this way.
Okay.
I love your gold.
Thank you. Yours as well.
Diamond dust from the mine.
Yes.
I
Yes.
thought so.
Thank you. How's Bashful?
Oh, he's wonderful.
Yeah, he's my favorite of all your dwarf
Is
friends.
he?
He
I've been
is.
working on his courage with him a little
Yeah.
bit. He's very kind. Just has to get a little more used to people.
Mm-hmm.
Though my dwarves weren't even quite sure about me when they met me either. Just have to have a little convincing, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when he meets somebody new, he gets a little shy. He likes to hide behind my cape. And he peeks out to see if everything's all right. And he hides again. And then he comes out to say, how do you do?
Oh, that's good.
I have to tell him you said hello.
Please
He'll be
do.
so honored.
Please do.
Might get a little shy, but that's all right. Would you like to smile?
Yes,
together?
please.
Of course.
You know, Snow White has never been my favorite movie or princess. I've always appreciated it for its beauty and, of course, its historical context. But just every time I've met her recently, she has been so wonderful. She's so sweet and engaging, and she tells great stories. She's lovely. Speaking of chatting with Snow White, sometimes people tell me that they get a little nervous talking to the characters, especially adults, because they're not sure what to say, especially to characters like the princesses who can easily talk back to you. My go-to advice is to bring up something from their story. Now, a lot of the characters are great about talking to you and asking you questions, but if you're not sure what to say, think of your favorite character from their story. Mine's usually a sidekick or an animal, and I just ask what they're doing. I ask, I said, what's Bashful up to? I asked Moana where Pua is. Or maybe ask them their favorite food, or if you were to visit their kingdom, what should you try? But keep in mind that Disney characters, they know about the universe that they live in. They may know about the other princesses and other Disney characters, but they don't know anything outside of that. So don't ask them about like TikTok, or don't ask them about the live action versions of their stories, if that makes sense. For example, Cinderella could talk to you about Cinderella. She could talk to you about Cinderella 2, Cinderella 3, A Twist in Fate, but she cannot talk to you about the Lily James live action Cinderella. Make sense? And she certainly can't talk about like Rodgers and Hammerstein or like Cinderella's appearance in Shrek. So keep it within their universe. She knows the other princesses, so if you wanted to ask some of the princesses like what's their favorite thing to do at a sleepover or something like that, feel free. But a safe bet, my go-to is asking them about one of their friends from their story, and they usually have some kind of cute answer. Oh, and the biggest thing when it comes to meeting characters, adults, this one's for you, look at me, get in here. Believe in the magic. Do you know what I mean? You're in line to meet a character, you're not too cool to meet the character, believe in the magic, play along with whatever they're doing and they're saying, and most importantly, don't be a jerk in the park PSA. There are lots of people of all ages around when you are at a character meet and greet. Do not say anything that could suggest how character magic happens. You feel me? Yeah, you get it. Made it into the China Pavilion inside the Great Hall of China, which is both a great joke and also beautiful. And am waiting in line to meet Mulan, who just came out, and she's got about 8 or 9 families in front of me. Luckily, so far today, getting to the meet and greets about 10 minutes early has worked out. Like I said, really popular ones like Moana, you're gonna wanna get there a little bit earlier. Really popular, really popular ones like Figment, you're gonna wanna get there either, I think first thing this morning worked out really well, or I've been told that if you go about 15 minutes before his second set, he takes a long break in the middle of the day. So if you go about 15 minutes before he comes back for the second half of his day, that might work out pretty well. But so far, showing up 10, 15 minutes before the meet and greet is working out great. Hi Mulan, how are you?
I'm doing very well.
Could you
How are
sign
you doing?
that? I'm great, thank you.
Let's come right this way,
Okay.
Have you been keeping up with your warrior training?
Yep. Yeah.
have?
No.
Oh, no,
You
no.
know.
That's okay.
Okay.
We can start somewhere.
Okay.
Shang and I, we are looking for some new recruits.
Oh, I would be very helpful, I'm sure.
I think so.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question, Mulan?
Yes, of course.
Where is Khan? What's he been up to?
Where is Khan? Okay, that is a very good question.
Yeah.
Well, I've been spending time with him in the village a lot.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
right now, well, the last time I saw Khan, he was with Grandmother Fa. They went
Oh,
to go
that's
to the
nice.
marketplace.
That's nice. I always enjoy him. I thought he was very helpful on your
Oh,
adventures.
yes, he
yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
He does look out for me, and he
Yeah.
has the best of interest for me, too.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy.
Oh my goodness, I love Khan. He and Mushu sometimes they get along sometimes. Sometimes they don't, but
Yeah.
they have the best time as well.
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Met Mulan. I just love her so much. She is my favorite princess. And now headed to Norway to meet Anna and Elsa. I've been saving them, even though they've been here consistently pretty much since the park opened, because there's a weird gap right now in the other set times. There's not anyone besides the characters that are out continuously, which would be Anna and Elsa, Figment, Mickey and Minnie. Besides those characters, nobody else has times right now, which is why we're headed to Anna and Elsa. They had a 60-minute wait earlier today. I am certainly hoping it is less than that. All right, the Royal Summer House line has dropped from 60 to 40. I'll take it. The only other thing I could go do right now would be meet Joy or Mickey and Minnie, but I already met Mickey, and I'm planning on meeting Minnie later, so these two ladies are the only other ones out that we haven't met yet. So let's meet them, because I can't hop yet anyway, because I can't park hop till 2 anyway, so we got nothing but time. Plus, it's 40 minutes, which is long, but it's 2 characters, so it's like 20 minutes a character, which feels about, on average, what we've done so far all day. Hello, Anna. Hello, it's just me.
I didn't know you were all together.
No, it's just me.
So
I'm
you made new friends
a
too?
solo traveler to the kingdom today.
That
yes.
means you can go at your own pace
Yeah.
and eat as much chocolate as you want
Yes.
without sharing.
Oh, that's
It's
perfect.
always good to share, of course, but sometimes I
Sometimes.
like having a little extra.
I get that. I get
come
that.
on over.
Could you sign this for me?
I'd
Queen
be happy
Anna?
to.
Yes.
Thank you. And what have you been up to today?
Oh, I've been meeting a lot of your royal friends around the kingdom of EPCOT, like Moana and Mulan.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, all kinds of people.
Well, making new friends is one of my favorite things to do too.
Yes. Can we take a portrait together?
I would love to.
Thank you.
So wonderful to see you today.
Thanks, Elsa.
Wow, I love all the frost on your antlers.
Oh, thank you. Yes, a little snow, you know.
Sometimes I like to add frost to Sven's antlers, and
Oh.
Olaf likes to decorate them with different things.
That's so cute.
So sometimes Olaf likes to put seashells in his antlers.
Aw.
Other times he picks flowers. Normally this time of year he goes with some leaves.
I was hoping, it's very hot outside. Could you at some point soon maybe do a little magic
Oh,
and
well,
help?
I'm keeping it nice and warm outside for Olaf.
Oh,
Olaf's
sure.
already disappointed that
Sure.
it's the fall, so I'm trying
Yeah,
to
he
keep it nice
does
and
love
warm
the
for
summer.
him.
All right, for Olaf, we'll keep sweating then. That makes sense. Met the Frozen sisters. It actually took like 40 minutes total, including meeting them. So it only took like 30 minutes to get into the room with them, and then about 10 minutes meeting both of them, waiting for the other families and such. Photo pass, greater than magic box that can't capture things like a hug. But if that is the case, if you do have the photo boxes, character attendants more than happy to snap some pictures for you as well, and they do a great job. I will say, if you have somebody in your group that wants to meet Anna and Elsa, they are very popular, as you can imagine. They're very popular in the mid-morning because a lot of people go ride Frozen Ever After and then go meet them. The predictive wait times in the app said it would be lower around 1, which is when I went. 30 minutes to get through the queue is not too bad. I would also say later in the day is better as well, because a lot of people in the evening time of Epcot are just eating and drinking and not so much meeting characters. But keep in mind that they close earlier than the park, so make sure you look at the app for that. At this point now, I've got about 30-ish, a little more than 30 minutes before park hopping officially begins at 2 p.m., which means I should start going to another park because it's going to take a while to get there. But I think it's not too out of the way to divert back into Imagination to see if Joy is there, add her, and then move on to another park. It's maybe a bad idea. Maybe she's not out. Maybe her line's closed, but you know what? I think it'll add like less than 5 minutes onto my route, so might as well check it out. Little deja vu moment. Her line's not too long and she's here. Yes. Hi, Joy. How are you? Thanks for having me to Imagination Land. Where's Disgust? You don't know. She's back in Riley's mind. I understand. I really enjoy her. She and I have a lot in common, you know. Could you sign this for me? Thanks, Joy. I appreciate that. Headed out of the park now. If I can count, we saw 13 people here in Epcot. That's pretty good. From 9 to 1:45-ish, 13 characters. And besides some of the classic characters, which I plan to meet a little bit later at Magic Kingdom, we saw almost everybody around World Showcase. The only characters I didn't see around World Showcase were Belle, who I also plan to meet at Magic Kingdom, Princess Aurora, and Princess Jasmine. And that was just because everybody had their meet and greets at the same time. I would go meet them because they do have meet and greets coming up in the next hour or so. However, this is a numbers game, friends. And there are a ton of characters in Studios. In fact, on paper, Studios has more characters than any other park. And that's because there's an abundance of them in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Launch Bay, Animation Courtyard with the Disney Junior characters, Pixar Place, Toy Story Land. There's a lot of characters. And a lot of those characters have their set times between like 2 and 4:30. So I'm gonna head there now via the Skyliner and knock out as many as I can before heading to our final park, Magic Kingdom. Hooray for Hollywood, made it inside Disney's Hollywood Studios, where there are a lot of characters. I don't know that we're gonna get to all of them, so I'm choosing strategically which areas to go to, starting with Animation Courtyard, because in about 15 minutes, a new set will begin for the Disney Junior characters. They may still be out now from their last sets. Maybe I can snag one. You've also got Star Wars Launch Bay right here, which is where you can meet Chewbacca, Darth Vader, and BB-8. So I'm headed over here first because that's 6 characters within a very close radius of each other. Oh, it looks like the Disney Junior characters are still out. I wonder if they've cut lines. If so, we won't worry about it. But if not, we'll snag one of those now. I believe it'll be Fancy Nancy, Vampirina, Doc McStuffins, and Pluto. We've already met Pluto. Let's go ahead and get in line for Fancy Nancy quick. She's only got a few families in line. Get the nightmare over with. I mean, get the first character over with. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Nice to see you. You look lovely. You been dancing? Of course. Could you sign this for me? Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. All right, we crossed off one of the Disney Junior characters, but the Disney Junior dance party just dumped and all the lines got really long really fast because everybody who was just jamming out with those characters in the show now wants to meet them. Can't blame them. Who wouldn't want to meet Doc McStuffins? I know I do. Anyway, because the lines are all quite long, they're gonna let them die down and head into Star Wars Launch Bay. This is where you can meet Chewbacca, Darth Vader, and BB-8, like I was saying. And it looks like Darth Vader only has a 15-minute wait right now, which is wild. Normally, Darth Vader has a much longer line, so I'm gonna take advantage of it being 15 minutes. Maybe do BB-8 too, because it's only 15, but I bet it's even less. Chewbacca's 30, which is a little longer. We'll see what it looks like when we get inside. And yes, you can also meet Chewbacca over in Galaxy's Edge, but he's not a traditional meet and greet there. When he's visiting there, he's just kind of roaming and walking about, versus here, he's like stationary, normal meet and greet. So if you've got a big Chewie fan, your best bet is to come in here. It said 25 right here, but there's only like I don't know, 8 families in front of me, so I really don't think it's gonna be 25 minutes. Also, I've never met Darth Vader when I had an autograph book. What would happen if, is he gonna sign it? Probably not, but we'll find out.
Join.
Okay. Hello.
Take your place.
Okay.
You are strong,
Yeah.
but you have not yet found your path. We can teach you to control your power.
Ooh, okay.
Very good.
All right.
Here today with this warning.
Okay.
Do not underestimate the power of the dark side.
Good thinking. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Indeed.
Goodbye. He's so scary. Oh my god. Okay. He's still waiting. He's so scary. Oh my gosh, Darth Vader is so scary. Let's see, Chewie still has a 30-minute wait, so we're not gonna go meet him right now. And according to my spreadsheet, the Disney Junior characters would have just come back out, so I'm gonna go see if they have short lines, and we'll come back in for BB-8, because BB-8 is a quick one. All right, let's see what's going on out here. It looks, yeah, this is awesome. There's like a little bit of a line for Vampirina, a little bit of a line for Doc McStuffins. So basically, as long as these characters didn't just, if the show just didn't dump out, these characters' lines are pretty manageable. Because it's a very busy day here today. Let's go to the dock first. Oh, I forgot to say, I was too flustered. Darth Vader does not sign autographs. None of the characters in Launch Bay do. The character attendant told me before I got up there. So I probably would have been too scared to ask. He's very intimidating. Hi, Doc McStuffins. How are you? I'm great, thank you. I love your shoes. They're so sparkly. Oh, thank you. Yes, I love a little glitter. Would you sign this for me, Doc? Thank you. Thanks, Doc. That's so nice of you. One more Disney Junior character, and look at this. She's got like 3 families in line. This is fabulous. Hi, Vampirina. How are you? Good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're spooky and they're kind of your colors. Yeah, I'm kind of missing Halloween, Vampirina. You too? It's Halloween all the time for you, I guess. Which, you love Christmas too? Yeah, you know, all the holidays are fun. Yes. Would you mind signing this? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Checked off all the Disney Junior characters. 2 more Star Wars characters left, but I actually, on my schedule, was planning on coming back for them. And if Chewie doesn't drop, he went up to 40 minutes. If Chewie doesn't drop below 30 minutes, we may not meet Chewie on this day. So it's a numbers game, baby. We are headed to Pixar Place, but I'm actually making a detour because I have my first lightning lane at Olaf. There's about 15 minutes before the Pixar Place characters come back out. So I'm gonna go meet Olaf quick, so I can book another lightning lane at Magic Kingdom and then dash back to Pixar Place. Is this a practical route that I would recommend through the park? No. But am I too competitive against no one in a game that I made up? Yes. Interestingly, Olaf is the only character in this park to have lightning lane. Mickey and Minnie used to, but I'm guessing it just didn't work operationally. But he doesn't usually have too long of a line. He's 30 minutes right now. Earlier he was 15, so I don't actually recommend using a lightning lane here normally. Hi, Olaf! How are you? It's so good to see you. Thank you for having me to your little summer oasis. You got everything you need right here, don't you? A little suntan lotion, don't want to burn the snow. Yeah, I get it. A little beverage, some sunnies. You're good to go. Olaf, check. And now headed to Pixar Place, which is where they have some new-ish characters out. Not new characters, but new-ish meet and greets. Several of the Incredibles. Also, Sully is back there usually. So gonna check out those. If I have time, I'm gonna sneak into Toy Story Land, at least to see Buzz, but I don't know if I'll have time to wait for Buzz, Woody, and Jessie because they all get long lines. Maybe hit back Launch Bay, hit those other 2 characters. I'd also like to check on the line for Ariel in Walt Disney Presents, live action Ariel, but her line is usually really, really long. So there's a lot more opportunities here, but we still gotta get all the way to Magic Kingdom where we've got Pete Silly Sideshow with the rest of the classic friends, Princess Fairy Tale Hall. Lots of characters. Hi, Frozone! Can you sign this? Yeah? Thank you. How are you today? Keeping cool? Yeah? I wish I was cool right now. Can you do something about this? It's November. Yes, yes, yes! That'll help. Thank you. That worked out pretty well. I walked into the land and Frozone's just out here vibing, meeting people. Didn't really have a line. Now I'm in line for The Incredibles. I think they're gonna come out together, so this line is for 2 characters versus Sully across the way is a line for 1 character. And then you've also got Edna Mode inside at the Edna Mode experience. So 5 different characters potentially in this one area. I'm gonna try and knock them all out in like 30 minutes. Love an Easter egg while we wait though. This crate right here says PX86. That's for Pixar 86 because 1986 is when Pixar was founded. And A113 is an Easter egg that Pixar puts in every single one of their movies because A113 is the classroom number at Cal Arts, which is where many of the Pixar animators took classes. Frozone just met a Make-A-Wish family and walked them over to The Incredibles. And now the kid's flexing with Mr. Incredible and doing a bunch of poses with them. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Incredible. You guys look incredible, obviously. Yes, I've heard that one before. Yeah? Thank you. I appreciate that. Would you guys sign this for me? Thank you. How's it going, Bob? Save any cities recently? All the cities. Yeah. Yeah. But you had help, right? Yeah. Don't forget, you know. Leave saving the world to men. I don't think so. That's what she said. Yeah, yeah, an inspiration. Yeah, so you got Syndrome under control. We got him under control. No more worried about him. Excellent, that's good to know. Thank you, Mrs. Incredible. How are the kids? I imagine Dash is around here somewhere. We just can't see him. He's just too fast. Yeah. Jack, have any new powers? Just all the powers. What are we looking at? Oh, did Edna made that? That is lovely for the holidays. That's so nice. That's so seasonal. He picked up the tree, I'm sure. Yeah, you did the whole thing. You hung the ornaments. You can probably stand on the ground and hit all of them, right? Yeah, you don't even have to worry about it. Sully, how are you? You look great. Yeah, it's been a while. I went on your ride in Tokyo. It was so fun. It was amazing. Yeah, it was great. Blue hair in my microphone because Sully gives such big hugs. But it's obviously worth it because he's adorable. Gonna go see Edna Mode now. Edna Mode has a 5-minute wait, so we're gonna just pop in real quick. It looks like just a few families in front of me. I love this meet and greet. It's her, the Edna Mode experience, so you've got all of her costumes and her superhero outfits on display here with all of the different tech she used to bring them to life. Look at Frozone's. Fabric can withstand temperatures from negative 587 degrees without freezing. Where does she get this technology? Should Edna maybe partner with some national security or some international, global, world organizations, or should private superheroes have all this technology? It's, something to think about. I assume that's kind of the whole plot of Avengers 2, but wow, what a lady, what a queen. Darling, how are you? Looking fabulous as always, of course you are. Would you mind signing this for me? It would be my greatest honor to have Edna Mode's signature. The Edna Mode, I mean, I can't even believe it. Thank you. Oh, amazing. You gotta do black. It always looks good, sleek, slimming. Yeah, a little some pizzazz, Yeah, we gotta do it. No capes though. No capes. No cape. No, it's not a cape. It's not a cape. It's just a jacket.
It's a butt cape.
In case I get cold. I'm no for, in case Frozone decides to get crazy, I gotta stay warm. Yeah. Okay, don't worry, no cape.
Because it is a butt cape.
No cape. Phew. that was close. Edna thought I was wearing a cape, but it's just a shirt tied around my waist in case I get chilly. But I would not want to offend the Edna mode. That was great. I met all 5 of those characters in like 25-ish minutes. Frozen's just vibing out here, just chatting with everybody. I think later afternoon's better for them. I think when they first come out, they probably get really mobbed. But we're actually ahead of schedule now. So I'm gonna pop in to Walt Disney Presents just to see the Ariel line. Otherwise, I'm gonna go to Toy Story Land. I assume the Toy Story characters are gonna have long lines, but maybe Ariel, the frenzy has died down since the movie's been out for a little bit by now. And I've never met her, so that'd be kind of cool. All right, cast members said the wait would be 20 minutes or less, which is great because there's 25 minutes till Buzz's set. So I'm gonna be cutting it close. I won't get it, probably arrive at the beginning of Buzz's set, but hopefully I'll still make the set. And I'm very excited right now because I've not met her yet. Oh my gosh, hi Ariel! I am so excited to meet you. You look so beautiful.
All right, if I add to your collection.
Yes, please, I would love it.
It's one of
Thank
my favorite
you.
things to do.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Well, besides this special book, what else are you hoping to find today?
I know I'm not looking for Ursula. I'm not a big fan of hers, so I'm glad you took care of that. You know, little who's its and what's its, you know.
Same way.
Gadgets and
Never
gizmos.
know what might flip your direction.
Thank you.
Happily.
Oh my gosh, Ariel was so beautiful and so sweet. I'm so glad I got to meet her. And now I'm looking for my main man, who I think is probably right here, because Woody and Jessie are usually further into the land. But I'm gonna ask to make sure. I'm not gonna have time to meet all of them. And you know, numbers wise, I should go meet Woody and Jessie because that's 2 versus 1. But obviously I'm gonna pick my favorite character and not my least favorite character. So we'll take the L on one character here for Buzz. Buzz has a long-ish line, but it hasn't even started moving yet, so I'm sure he will move the toys along efficiently. He is a ranger after all. Hi Buzz! Can I give you a hug? You're my favorite character of all the characters. It's you. It's not, no Mickey. Yeah. Look, you're on my bag. And your shoe? Yeah, that's you. You're just the best. Can I have you sign this, Buzz? Thank you. Oh, you have a stamp. That's very handy. Perfect. Thank you, Buzz. Oh, I just love Buzz so much. He's just the best. I'm playing it a little bit fast and loose with the time because on my spreadsheet, I was gonna be leaving for Magic Kingdom in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna go check Woody and Jessie's line because I like winning more than I don't like Jessie. And that's 2 characters in one line. And then I may also check Chewy's line on the way out and just kind of roll the dice because I cannot be stopped. Doesn't look too long. Woody and Jessie meet right here outside of Toy Story Mania. And again, anytime I can wait in a line for 2 characters versus 1 character, that is better. The Fates didn't want me to meet Jessie either. The character gods didn't want me to meet Jessie either because Woody and Jessie's line is cut for the rest of the evening because they go in at 5, which is like 20 minutes from now. I'm gonna pop back to Launch Bay then, see if I can rack up Chewy and BB-8 quick, and then dash over to Magic Kingdom, where I got a lot of lightning lanes stacked up, and I hope Pete's Silly Sideshow lines are not long. Hi, Chewy! How are you? Good. How you been? Busy? Lots of saving the you know, hiding from the First Order? Yeah. I saw Darth Vader earlier. You better watch out. Yeah, I took care of him, don't worry. Yeah, you're in there. It's my communicator. But I won't leak it, I promise. I won't tell anyone you're here. Hi, BB-8. How are you? I haven't seen Poe in a while. Is he busy? Yeah? Is he out flying? Can we take a picture, BB-8, a holoscan? Wait, why is meeting that little droid like the cutest thing ever? He makes the cutest little droid beep up wow noises. He's adorable. Okay, Chewy took like a little longer, so now I'm rushing out, but we are in a good spot. We're doing great. 5:07. I have to get to Magic Kingdom, and then before 7, because these things all close at 7, I have to meet Ariel, which I do have a lightning lane for, and do both sides of Pete Silly Sideshow, half as Minnie and Daisy, half as Donald and Goofy. Pretty sure the Magic Kingdom bus just pulled away. Like, I can see it. Hello. It's 5:45. Just made it to Magic Kingdom, and I have an hour and 15 minutes to do both sides of Pete Silly Sideshow and meet Ariel. And I'm a little stressed because both sides of Silly Sideshow have at least a 30-minute wait. And I don't know if they cut the queue off early because it's characters, or if it's like a ride where you can go in up until the last minute as long as you make the queue by the closing time. So we're gonna find all that out together. Also, I'm rushing so fast, I'm barely comprehending that this is the first time I'm seeing Magic Kingdom decorated for Christmas this year. Oh, and it is magical and wonderful and beautiful, and I love it. But I will celebrate it and focus on it in 2 nights, which is the first Very Merry. Okay, here's the thing. I went and tapped at Ariel's Grotto. Her line for the lightning lane is like out the entrance, and it's a 60-minute queue, and it wasn't moving at all. I waited there like 5 minutes, didn't move at all. Something's going on in the grotto. I don't know if it's an Ursula situation. I do not want to be a part of that. But on the real, I have an hour now till all of these things close, Pete Silly Sideshow and Ariel's Grotto, 2 sides of Pete Silly Sideshow. They both look like they've got long lines in the app. If I want a chance of making both sides, I have to ditch Ariel. And I'm sorry, each of these lines, 2 characters, 2 greater than 1. So let's see if there's a possibility of getting both sides of Pete's. All right, made it inside. Both sides have a 60 minute posted wait right now. The cast member said they closed the doors at 7. So if I can get back in line for the other one, I'll still get to meet them. But he said the way they're moving right now, the odds of getting through one, meeting both characters in an hour is slim. But we're gonna hope that it works out. Either way, if I only could choose one thing, Ariel's Grotto or one side of Pete Silly Sideshow, 2 is better than 1. Yay! Woo! Yes! High School Musical! Woo! Hi, Goofy. How are you? Goofy, what you been doing? Stunts? They seem to be going great, as always. That is your name, after all. Hi, Donald. How are you? You're in there. All my friends are in there, yeah. Should they come visit you? Yeah, just you. Not Mickey, not Goofy, just you. Maybe Daisy, though.
You have to let them see
Yeah.
you. So that you can give them messages for her.
You love her. She's a very nice duck. Can you sign this for me, Donald? Thank you. Number 1. That's what, yep. I got it. It's you. So good news. I made it through the Goofy and Donald meet and greet in about 40 minutes, which is 20 minutes less than the line was advertised. The bad news, only Minnie's here. Daisy had an emergency. She broke her favorite crystal ball. She is a fortune teller after all here at the circus. So that means no Daisy. But we'll meet Minnie Mouse, and then we've got a couple more lightning lanes booked and one more dinner to wrap up our night. I love all your poodles. Can I get you to sign this? I'm so sorry, I did not have it to the right page. Goofy, Donald, there we go. Thank you, Minnie. Look at all your dogs, and they're so well behaved. Can you come help me with my dogs? They would never sit as well as yours. How are you? You look lovely in your fin. I love that. Could you sign my book, Ariel? Thank you.
Now, what kind of human gadget you got there? It's got a pufferfish on top.
It's a thingamabob, and I use it to send pictures to all of my friends.
Oh, wow. Who am I talking to?
A lot of people. The Mam fam.
Oh, wow. Who?
The Mam fam.
Oh, the man thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, a family.
Yeah.
You know, I have a big family.
You have a lot of sisters,
I
yeah.
have 6 sisters.
Do you have a favorite?
Oh, I can't choose a favorite. Oh, there's people swimming over there. Anyway, sorry about that.
That's okay. Truer words. Truer words, Ariel. Can we take a picture?
Yes, but I can't pick a favorite sister.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand.
I love them all so much.
Yeah.
They have their own talents.
Yeah, and Flounder's better than all of them.
Oh, Flounder!
He's so
my
cute.
best friend.
He's very cute.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit of a
I
guppy.
love him, even though he is nervous all
Yeah,
the time.
that's okay. All right, well, I saw Minnie Mouse. She's as cute as ever. And then I scurried. I had like literally 3 minutes, and I made it with 1 minute to spare to Ariel's grotto, and I was able to go into that line too. Now I'm scurrying slowly, not running anyone, courteously, through the provincial town because I have a date with Miss Belle. I am headed to Enchanted Tales with Belle, which closes in about 10 minutes. It's got a 35-minute wait right now. This is the first Lightning Lane I booked this morning. I stacked a bunch of character experiences here at Magic Kingdom. Not gonna get too into stacking, but basically it's using Genie Plus to book your first one. You can book at 7 a.m. and then you continue to book one every 2 hours following that 120-minute rule, so that if you walk into the park in the evening, you've got a nice stack of experiences ready to go. If you want a more in-depth breakdown of that with like screenshots and everything, we just did a best evening in Magic Kingdom where I break it down a little bit clearer. But basically, I booked this one as early as I could, and then I booked the Ariel meet and greet because those are the two most popular of the character experiences in this park. Then I booked the first half of Fairy Tale Hall. Olaf when I walked into Hollywood Studios. As soon as I tapped into Olaf, I booked the second half of Fairy Tale Hall. But what's important about this is that if you want to do Enchanted Tales with Belle or Meeting Ariel with a Lightning Lane, they are very popular. Both were gone by like 1 p.m. today. I will say this queue is very cute because you actually get to go into Belle's childhood cottage home, and there's a bunch of really cute details and Easter eggs. So if it does have a shorter line, like earlier today it was like 20 minutes, but then I also saw it at 70 minutes, you are missing a cute queue, but you're not missing the very, very cool pre-show, and you're not missing the cute show with Belle if you go with the Lightning Lane. Now I will say this is not a traditional meet and greet in the sense of anything else we've done today. Belle doesn't sign any autographs, and if you haven't seen the show before, basically it's an interactive show where Belle's assistants in the castle are going to choose, usually mostly kids, but some participants to help tell the story of Beauty and the Beast, and it's very, very cute, and it's got some very cool animatronics and a very cool pre-show, so even if you're not a little kid or have a little kid, you should come see this show. But what not everyone realizes, at the end of the show, Belle takes a picture with all the kids and performers from the show, but anybody that's not in the show can get their picture taken with Belle at the very end. She's not gonna sign any autograph books. She's not even gonna use your PhotoPass card. They're gonna give you a special PhotoPass card, but that way if you've got someone maybe too old to be in the show but still wants a picture with Belle, or maybe someone too nervous to be in the show, they can get their picture with Belle at the end. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you wanna meet Belle like for reals with an autograph book and everything, she's in France in her blue dress. She also is at some of the sometimes is at some of the character dining, like Akershus.
Take me back to the day Belle and Beast fell in love.
Take me back to the day Belle and Beast fell in love.
This is so exciting! Tonight's the night Belle and the Beast fall in love. At least we hope so. And to help move things along, you're all going to surprise Belle. And
remember, Belle doesn't know you're here, so shh. I shall call her in, and when she enters, we'll all shout, surprise!
Wow!
What a wonderful surprise.
And each morning to everyone, Belle would say, bonjour.
Bonjour, everyone.
Just in Enchanted Tales with Belle, that mirror is magic. Like, it blows my mind every single time. It makes me teary because it's just like, what? Also, shout out to Keely, who was a cast member doing the part where she hands out the parts from Mrs. Wardrobe, and there was clearly a delay of some kind because we were in there for much longer than you normally are, but she was so good with all the kids. She kept everybody engaged. All the adults were laughing. Like, shout out to her. I filled out a cast compliment for her on the app, but like, if we were in Tokyo Disneyland right now, I'd be giving her one of those little pennants that we were able to give out to the different cast members because like, she was phenomenal. So just a friendly reminder as always that there is that cast compliment feature in the app. Super easy. Note the cast member's name, location or college, and where you are, and you can fill it out and it'll make the cast member, it'll get to the cast member and make their day a little bit. But she was amazing. That show was wonderful, and now we've got 2 sides of Fairy Tale Hall plus a delicious dinner to get to. It's almost fireworks time, but they do keep Fairy Tale Hall open. They have like a little side entrance to it off to the side. All right. I do have lightning lanes at Fairy Tale Hall, and I do have one more dinner reservation, but it's also like 2 minutes till fireworks start, and I'm gonna watch the fireworks, at least part of them, and then I'll go into Fairy Tale Hall. I'm really playing it fast and loose with my dinner reservation, but I think I can make it on time using Lightning Lane both here. What am I supposed to do? Be in Fantasyland 2 minutes before Happily Ever After kicks off and not watch it? I don't think so. Fantasyland is such a good place to watch that show. It's not your dead on center. You're not gonna see the best view of Tinkerbell. You're not gonna see the projections on the castle, but it's so much less crowded out there. A bunch of kids were like dancing along. The fireworks are beautiful. So if you find you're not gonna be able to make it to Main Street or you've seen them before, watch them in Fantasyland because every time, if I'm not crying already, when the French horns from Go the Distance come on and then you've got Mufasa's voice, it breaks me. Now, Princess Fairy Tale Hall is a meet and greet area for the princesses. It is most likely going to be Princess Tiana and Rapunzel on one side, Elena of Avalor and Cinderella on the other, and yes, you do need to have 2 different lightning lanes or wait in 2 different queues. Sometimes it can be someone else, but you won't know who. If you see Visiting Princess on the sign outside, it'll be a surprise who's in the room. But we've got 4 more princesses to meet here, and then 4 more characters at dinner. I can't believe we're racking up 8 more in the final stretch here. Hello, Princess Tiana. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had a cookbook with you.
I do have a cookbook, actually. I would love it.
With the
Thank
recipe
you.
bag that big,
Yeah, you gotta have a
in it.
lot of good stuff in there.
See, I was telling Naveen that I think that I should get a cookbook as well, or a recipe bag. That way I can put all my cookbooks on the inside of it.
You could bring it with you.
Yes, of course. It's much easier than carrying them around. Right?
That's true.
Now, see, I was thinking of making mine into the shape of a frog. That
Oh.
way it can be a frog sitting on lily pads.
Oh, that's adorable.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
Maybe you and I, we can go shopping together.
Okay.
Of course, we'll have to bring Naveen along.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll find the perfect frog recipe bag to put right on my dress.
I love that idea.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Of course, sugar. Would you like to take some portraits
Yes,
together?
please. Hello, Rapunzel. Thank you.
My goodness, I love your hair. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Of course.
So is
Yeah, because I got
yours.
sketchbook for you.
How long does it take to braid that, or did you help?
Kind of a couple of hours, but the village girls always help me too.
That's nice.
Pascal likes to help too. He does that little braid right there.
Oh, he does a great job.
Takes him a couple of hours because he has claws for hands, so. But he just has so much fun with it. Maybe next time he could braid your hair.
Oh, that would be great. Yes, I would let him do that.
And he always likes to pick out the flowers for your hair too.
Oh, that's so
Do
sweet.
you have a favorite color of flower?
I like pink, so
Oh, me
he's got
too.
some pink for you already.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll get some that match that one. Maybe that one too.
Perfect.
So beautiful.
Thank
your
you,
hair.
Rapunzel.
Of course, you'll have to try on my crown too.
Oh, I would love to.
You're snuggle like a duckling.
Thank
right this
you.
way.
Hi, Cinderella. How are you?
Wonderful to see you. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great.
You look like a little mouse today.
Oh, yes. I do like your mice friends.
Oh, really? You
yes,
do?
I do.
Well, Jack and Gus
Thank
have
you.
a new royal job. It's quite important.
Okay.
Perhaps I could tell you about it.
I would love to.
Well, they are the royal mice welcomers of the castle. So they find each new mouse new clothes, new shoes.
Oh.
They give them a name. Just
That's
like I
so
did for Gus.
sweet.
You know, his full name's Octavius. He gets a bit embarrassed when I call him that, of course. It's usually just when he's trying to carry too much cheese from the kitchen. We have to tell him, Octavius, be careful.
I also often try and carry too much cheese
Really?
from the kitchen.
And you
yes.
leave a trail of cheese, so it's quite easy to find you.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
you and Gus have that in common.
We are
then, my
kindred
goodness.
spirits for sure.
My.
Oh my gosh, you want to name a mouse after me? Oh
What's
my
her
god,
name, my
Molly.
Molly the
Yes,
mouse.
yes.
That sounds quite nice.
Molly the mouse. It'll eat lots of cheese, I'm sure
I
of
love
it.
that. My goodness. Well, I
Thank
tell
you.
Jack and Gus all about you.
Thank you. May we take a portrait, Cinderella?
Oh, I would love to.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How
Thank you. I'm great. You look lovely.
Thank you so much.
What have you been doing today?
Well, I actually just got back from a javelin ride with Skylar.
Oh, yeah?
And we flew all the way to this kingdom to look for some new snacks.
Oh, I love snacks.
You do? I heard they
Yes.
have delicious churros here.
I have heard that. I'm more of an ice cream gal myself.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
I like horchata ice cream.
Ooh.
With chocolate chips on top.
That sounds delicious. I'll look for that.
Yes, but perhaps when you come to Avalor, I will like make us some.
I would like that,
horchata
yes.
ice cream with her chocolate cake.
That sounds amazing.
I think so
Thank
too.
you.
Of
Could you sign my book,
I would
please?
love to.
Yes, please. Thank you.
What a fancy pen. I'll have to upgrade my other pen.
Well, yours is pretty fancy over
Yes,
there,
thank
you
so
know.
much. You must be royalty, signing all those royal documents.
Gotta make it official,
Yes.
you know. Thank you.
So much.
All right, well, we met all 4 princesses in record time here in Fairy Tale Hall. I had Lightning Lane, so I went in a little bit faster, but both are posted at 10-minute waits, and it did not look like there was a queue inside at all. So that could be a really good pro tip, is to wait until the very end of the night to come meet these princesses, because I was looking at the wait times, and they were like 60, 70, 80 minutes aside earlier. So little pro tip if you got somebody in the group that wants to meet a princess. Also, shout out to Jordan and Zach. They were the character attendants in the 2 different rooms that I had, and they were amazing. Like, Jordan was moving so quick. She was getting people through the line, not rushing anyone. Zach, I kept forgetting to just have my magic band. He got me a photo pass card and had tapped it for me. Like, shout out to both of them. I did cast compliments for both of them, but amazing. And now let's go to dinner with some of my favorite characters to end this amazing day. We are wrapping our day with dinner at the Crystal Palace. This is a character dining restaurant right at the corner of Main Street in Adventureland. It's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it features your favorite friends from the 100 Acre Wood, Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore. And I love this restaurant because I have a lot of nostalgia for it. My mom and I used to come down and we'd always book the earliest breakfast reservation we could get at like an hour before the park opened. We'd come in, take really pretty pictures on an empty Main Street, have breakfast, and then rope drop Pirates or Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. And so I adore this restaurant. I especially love it because I really love the Winnie the Pooh characters. Tigger is my number 2 character after Buzz. So we're gonna end here tonight and rack up 4 more characters on this amazing day. I haven't had dinner here in a really long time, so I'm excited to see what it's like. For lunch and dinner, Crystal Palace is $61 for adults, $40 for kids, a little bit less at breakfast, $48 for adults, $30 for kids, and it is an all-you-care-to-enjoy buffet that I'm gonna go check out in a second. Also included with that price, you've got non-alcoholic, non-specialty beverages, so sodas, tea, coffee, juice. You can, of course, upgrade to a specialty beverage including alcohol, but everything else is included. I was told that I've got a little bit till anybody comes by my table, so I'm gonna sneak up to the buffet and see what I can find. Let's see, we've got assorted dinner rolls, we have some salads, salad bar situation. We've got some fruit and then some pre-made salads too, like a pasta salad, a little charcuterie situation, some cocktail shrimp. On the hot station, we've got, country fried chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans, broccoli, some potatoes, grits, carrots, shrimp creole, rice, a plant-based masala, honey glazed salmon, Cajun chipotle cream pasta. So you've got some chicken and sausage here, a couple soups, and then we've got a carving station. Also, don't forget there is a kids buffet, but everyone is welcome to eat here, including the big kids, that's adults. Chicken tenders, macaroni and cheese, mini quesadillas, and cheesy pizza bread. All right, here's my plate. I got the green beans, a small salad, a pretzel roll that I'm gonna put the prime rib on with the horseradish sauce. The cast member doing the carving station said this was better than the pork loin, but both were good. And then I'm also trying the country fried chicken, which has got a gravy and hot honey sauce on top. All right, let's dig in. First, salad for health. Tastes like the salad bar salad, which I like. So it's fresh, crunchy, a good hard-boiled egg. Now I'm gonna try the green beans. Are really garlicky. Good crunch and zest to them. I like the onions with them. What I'm most intrigued by on the plate is the chicken, because I'm intrigued by the gravy and the hot honey. I mean, it tastes like a big chicken tender, but a well-cooked one. It's not dry. I was just a little more heat from the hot honey. The gravy's kind of overpowering it. And the gravy's fine. It's just kind of a very basic sawmill-style gravy. But I wish there was more of the hot honey, but it's pretty good. And now the prime rib with the horseradish. That horseradish. Honestly, when I was cutting it, it's probably because I don't have a steak knife. I was like, this is going to be too tough and not delightful. But it actually is, it's not bad. I'm going to put it on the pretzel roll. I think that'll kick it up a notch. None of the food I've ever had at Crystal Palace is amazing. You're not coming here for the food exclusively. You're coming here for the whole experience of the character dining, and they've improved the food a lot over the years. I still prefer breakfast. One, it's a little bit less expensive. Two, I love a character breakfast. It's just quintessential Disney to me. Like I was saying, that's one of my most iconic memories is an early reservation here or Tusker House. And like, there's just something about starting your day with a Mickey waffle like we did earlier. But if you like the Winnie the Pooh characters, I think this is a great meal, and I'm glad to see they've added some fun things to the buffet. Hi, Eeyore. How are you? Another hug. Oh, thank you. Did you sign my book? Tigger, you're one of my favorites. I think you're just the cutest. Yeah. Yeah. Don't tell Winnie the Pooh, but it's all about you for me. All right, I've got a break in character, so I'm gonna go scope out the dessert situation. One thing I will say, I love an early dining reservation. I'm loving this late situation. The restaurant's not very busy. There's not a ton of tables, so the characters can get to you faster. Obviously, if you've got little ones, an 8:45 p.m. dining reservation is probably not it. But if you've got older kids or adults who can eat a little bit later, it's nice to round the evening out this way. That said, the lines at the rides are usually shorter right now too, so it's kind of you gotta pick. For desserts, they've got a bunch of cute little mini desserts. They've got a plant-based citrus cake that looks like Eeyore's tail, a honey mousse cake that looks like Winnie the Pooh, a carrot cake cheesecake that it looks like a rabbit to me, a nod to rabbit, a honeybee flan, and a strawberry chocolate cupcake that reminds me of Piglet. They've also got apple cobbler and fresh baked cookies, as well as a soft serve ice cream machine, chocolate, vanilla, or swirl, which means you could take 2 of those cookies, put some ice cream in it. You're welcome. I am trying the carrot cake cheesecake because I love both carrot cake and cheesecake, but never had them together. The strawberry chocolate cupcake, I love strawberry. Hopefully it's not artificial tasting, and some of that warm apple cobbler. Also, shout out to Cher, my server, one, because she's lovely, and she's been taking pictures of things for me with the characters, and 2, Tigger was like 2 tables away. Like, I missed him when I was up at the buffet, which is why sometimes buffets I think are more stressful, but she was so sweet. She's like, no, I'll get Tigger for you, and he brought it back. So they will tell you which way the characters are going to come from and when to kind of look out for them. But if you miss them because they're moving faster than you expect or something like that, don't freak out. Just let your server or a character attendant know. They will make sure you see everybody that's here. All right. What should we try first? I think carrot cake. Carrot cake cheesecake. Looks like cheesecake topping, carrot cake cake. Well, that's delightful. It's more like the cheesecake is replacing what would be the cream cheese icing, so it doesn't taste that different from normal carrot cake. It's a very mild flavor. If you like carrot cake, give that a whirl. I'm assuming the chocolate's, yep. Chocolate's on the inside there of that strawberry chocolate. The chocolate's good. I don't like the frosting, I'm realizing. The cake is pretty good. It tastes like a nice strawberry cake, but the frosting tastes a little too artificial strawberry for me. So I'm just gonna eat the cake with the chocolate. And last, the apple cobbler. Pretty solid apple cobbler. It's nice and warm. It's got your nice soft apples, cinnamon, all the nutmeg, kind of, you know, the autumnal flavors that you put with cobbler. It's got a nice little crisp on top. I do wish the crumble on top was a little bit crumblier, crunchier, if that makes sense, to divide up the texture a little bit, because it's kind of all one texture. But again, you come here for the experience of meeting the characters, and the food is good, but you don't come here for the food, if that makes sense. Hi, Pooh! How are you? You look very cute. You got a rumbly in the tumbly? I had some honey on my chicken. Do you think you could get some? I'll get some for you. Okay, come back to my table in a little bit. I'll have honey waiting. Got it. Deal. Don't forget, put it in there. Think on that. Could you sign this, Pooh?
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thanks, Pooh. Also, I've always admired your fashion sense. Crop top, no pants. It's brave, and I love it. Yes.
He's a trendsetter.
Hi, Piglet. How are you? Can you sign my book? Thank you. Have you had a nice day, Piglet? Yeah? Yeah, Piglet, I've been meeting characters all day. You're the last one, and you're number 40. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. So thank you for coming to say hi to me, Piglet. Thank you. And with that wonderful meal at the Crystal Palace, meeting my 100-acre wood friends and giving Pooh a hug, which therefore solidifies the fact that you can, in fact, hug bears, we met 40 characters today, which is bonkers, because when I made my original plan, I think I had 37 on the list, and then I just kept being like, I've got time to go meet somebody else, and I almost didn't make it. Several times here in Magic Kingdom, things got a little dicey, but still, 40 is wild. So I hope you had fun following along on this adventure. Obviously, this is not something that a normal park guest would do. I would not recommend spending your day doing this, going back and forth all over the place. But there are so many fun characters to meet in Walt Disney World. Hopefully this video provided you some tips and tricks on how to meet some of those hard to visit characters, those most in-demand characters, how to talk with the characters, engage with the characters. I had so much fun filming this video. Huge thank you again to today's video sponsor, Aura Frames. We have been using our frames for several months now, and they are literally so easy. I don't even need Tech Guy to make them work. You just upload your pictures to the app and they go onto the frame, and they can be videos. You can choose a bunch of different settings for how fast you want the pictures to scroll through, if you want multiple pictures on the same frame or not. And because you can sync with other people's, it's a perfect present for like your mom that has everything and you don't know what to get for Christmas. Well, now you can get her the gift of pictures of you and your family. Mom, if you're watching this, pretend you didn't hear that. Also, you can sync up with your best friends and send them pictures of Dobby to scare them when they least expect it. If you're interested in an Aura frame, we do have a discount code in the description of this video, so big thank you again to them. And a bigger thank you to all of you for tuning in, for watching. I love doing fun challenges like this. It's because of you that we have people reach out, want to sponsor our content, so thank you, thank you, thank you. What challenge should we take on next? Definitely let us know down in the comments, and in the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe, follow us on social media, come hang out in Discord. Let me know down in the comments as well which character you are most excited to meet on your next Disney World trip. And until next time, friends, I'm Molly, and it has been literally so magical. Good night.